cut. Or no, action.
Action. Cut. Already?
Action.
I'm already tired of this cut.
We're here. The Lion's Den. Lions Talk. I am the Mortgage Lion 824, sitting with someone very unique. She has a very unique name by the name of Yaely. Yaely, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jesse, for having me.
Yaely, I met a while back off social media. She saw some videos and she said, "Hey Jesse, I need help with my social media." So we clicked on social media, and then when I met her in person, she didn't know it, but the first time she came, she walked into making a video. And she was like, "Man, I can't do this. I didn't come to make a video. We came to talk." And so guess what? That video actually turned out to be very good.
Yeah, it did.
It was a nice video. I liked it. So, Yaely, tell me a little bit about you. Like, how long have you been in the industry? What do you got going? How are you staying above water? All that good stuff.
So thank you, Jesse, for having me. Been in the business close to a decade now. It's been, real estate has its ups and downs, just like any other business. But, we managed to stay afloat. Now we need to follow up with new trends. And with new trends comes, getting used to staying updated.
Right.
And trends, social media platforms, using social media as part of the business now, which is something completely different than from when I started.
Right. So the new trend, that's exactly right. So a lot of agents right now are not taking advantage of social media.
That's right.
And it's not just about recording on social media and then posting it unless it's something that you want to do for fun. But if you're looking to generate leads, there's a way to just record your videos and to target specific audience. So that's what we try to do here. The guy behind the camera, John, X Level Studios, very good videographer, as you girls know. But for the most part, so right now you got a couple of listings pretty fast for the new year. I like that. So how did you nail those listings?
Most of my referrals, of course, you have to stay updated and then keep in touch with your past clients. Of course, referrals are very, very important.
Right.
So we set off the year with new listings, and real estate's starting to pick up again. I'm looking at, it's been busy out there. There's a lot of activity out there, a lot of open houses. It's starting to really pick up. So it's a really good time to list or buy. There
you go. So right now you have two listings. So that's actually pretty good because now you can say your first quarter is done. Now you're working, even though the first quarter started, now you're working on your second quarter. And for a lot of agents out there, if you didn't know, you should always be one step ahead of yourself. So you should always be one quarter ahead. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. You're one quarter ahead. Now, everything that you get now is probably going to be for your second quarter, even though it'll go for your first, but kind of like you want it for your second. And then you focus on your third. Exactly. And before you know it, by summer, your year's over because you've already have a pipeline.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're ready to go. So that's a good mindset right now. So tell me a little bit more. So where are you from? What language do you speak? No, I'm just kidding. I already know what language you speak. Tell me a little bit more about you, your family, your lifestyle, what you like doing.
Okay.
All that. Tell me.
So, I was born in Mexico. My mom brought me to the U.S. when I was 5 years old. Been here ever since, and got into real estate almost a decade ago. And I have 3 children. And I'm currently in Anaheim, but I service Orange County, Inland Empire. I'm everywhere. I am a strong believer of, going out there, getting the business, driving. It doesn't matter where it is. You have to follow it.
I like that.
So staying active, not just within Orange County, but throughout other counties as well.
Something about Yaely that I found out is that she's a horror movie fanatic. She's a horror movie queen. Everybody looks forward to Christmas. I think she looks forward to Halloween.
That's right.
This last Halloween, you sent me some pictures of your costume, which she actually made on her own with clay, right? You did it with clay,
right.
With
we
clay.
transformed face with clay.
Tell them about that character that you were playing, that you actually dressed up as.
Okay, so I think my I believe it was back in the 90s when I actually met Robert England when I was in the third grade. So I had this teacher, Mrs.
In case you don't know who Robert England is, that's Freddy Krueger.
Robert England is the actor that played Freddy Krueger. And so I had this teacher. She used to live next to Robert England, and her husband was a producer. So she brought him to our school, and I do remember being in the third grade, coming back after recess. The lights were turned off, and we opened the door. The teacher was in there, and next thing you know, we hear this laughter coming out of nowhere. If you guys know Freddy Krueger, you know the laugh. It just out of the dark, and all the kids ran out of the classroom. And I knew exactly who he was. I was thrilled. He did stay.
Everybody ran except her. She embraced him.
I didn't run. I stayed. I was like, Freddy Krueger, oh my God, So yeah, I've been a fan ever since. I love horror movies. Anything that has to do with horror, I love it. I love transforming my face in the.
And who was that character that?
That character. Her name is Angela. She is from Night of the Demons. So that's vintage horror. That's 80s horror. So if you guys don't know Night of the Demons, Angela, this is. Check it out. Not a lot of people
one time
know.
I called her. She did her little voice over the phone. I was like, "What the hell? Do your voice. Let's hear your voice for a second. Say something in that crazy voice. Let's go."
So yeah, I called Jesse one day. I kind of wanted to scare him a little bit, and I said,
"Jesse, what are you doing?"
I was like, "What the hell? Who is this?"
He's like, "Who is this woman?" So ever since now,
says Yaely on my phone, but that's not Yaely. Nope.
Yeah, ever since then, I've actually every time I call Jesse, I do different voices just to kind of scare him off. Last time he called to me, and then I deepened my voice. He thought it was a man, so answering the phone call.
Yeah, that was a couple of days ago. I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Did I catch her the wrong time, or somebody answering her phone?"
Yeah, that was hilarious.
You make some pretty good voices, but horror movies. I love horror movies. I love zombie movies. Big zombie fan. Something to kind of elaborate on your story. I had my son when he was, preschool. I signed him up for preschool, and his first, and it happened to be during Halloween, and he wanted to go to school dressed as Chucky.
Nice.
And he's 4 years old. All the 4-year-olds are dressed like a princess, like a cowboy, astronaut, or whatever. And here comes my son walking in as Chucky. He had a wig on. He had scars on his face. He had the overalls. He had the red tennis shoes. And when he walked in, all the kids started crying. All of them. And he's like, "It's me, Jesse. It's me, Jesse. Look, guys." He takes off his wig because he didn't want to scare nobody. But yeah, my son's been watching horror movies since he was like 2 years old. Oh. My cousin, she's a big horror movie fanatic. She goes by Zombie Princess or something like that, like on her Instagram. Yeah. And she introduced him to horror movies since he was like 2 years old. And she's into those B movies, like the most craziest like horror movies, like killer plants from space or something. You know what I mean? Like something dumb. You know what I mean? But yeah, so those are the movies that he likes. Horror movies are his favorite movies.
Nice.
And sometimes when I watch them, I sit there and I'm like, what? Like this is more funny than anything.
Comedy.
Yeah. So horror movies. So Halloween is your favorite. So what about your kids though?
My kids don't like Halloween, actually.
They don't.
I think I traumatized them a little bit. They prefer not to celebrate Halloween, and oftentimes they come along just because they know mom likes Halloween, so they're kind of, they try to be supportive. But
of course,
growing up, I remember I was that mom making the costumes, the scary costumes, and they were the kids, showing up with as Pennywise, as Chucky,
right.
And now that they make their own decisions, they chose not to dress up. Now they want to be something cute.
Yeah, right.
And they're always disappointing me.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy this morning today, and I was telling him, I said, yeah, I have, he goes, "Are you doing a podcast?" I said, "Yeah, I got Yaely coming in." And then I go, "What's cool about her? She loves horror movies." And I was telling him about how most girls will go dressed as a sexy cop or something, but here comes your alley dressed like a zombie or something, or somebody,
Scaring
some kind of
people.
mass killer or something. You know what I mean? And that's actually kind of cool. I like that. So
Thank you.
that's pretty cool. So what about your kids though? What holiday is their favorite holiday?
So I have a 17-year-old. She her favorite holiday would probably be Christmas. I think most of my kids prefer Christmas.
Right.
They
Christmas.
like the peace, the family, and I prefer, of course. My mom always tells me, you always transform the house for Halloween, but for Christmas you put no effort. I said, I don't
Yeah.
really have a lot of decoration props for Christmas, but yeah, that's me. I do try, but they do prefer the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like Halloween a lot. That's one of my favorite holidays besides, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But Halloween is nice. I have my cousin, the one that likes horror movies. Her brother's a horror movie fanatic. So in his house, his walls are black. He painted everything black. And across the ceiling, he has every character from horror movies that's ever been out. And he orders them from overseas. He has almost a life size alien for the movie Alien. So yeah, he loves that stuff. So yeah, horror movies are fun to watch now.
Yeah, absolutely. I always tell my kids, if you guys didn't live with me, my house would probably be a vampire house, with like the black,
Yes.
and then once they move out, my house will become a vampire house.
There you go. I like that.
So nobody comes in.
I like that. So back to the real estate. So what about today's market? What are you gonna do? What do you have coming up that you feel that you can share to keep everybody above water, like activities, or what do you got going right now? Anything?
Well, it seems to me, Jesse, that a lot of people are out visiting open houses. So I think that's a good way to start.
We have an open house this weekend.
We do. We have an open house in Murrieta on Sunday from 11 to 3. I'm very excited about this new listing. It's in a private community, and it's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath home, and it's listed at $570.
Nice.
And out in the city of Murrieta. But yeah, so open houses are pretty much, again, last weekend I had some clients. I was showing homes. I was out in the field, and the activity is crazy. There's families lined up outside of the homes, and we're talking about properties that have been sitting in the market for 60 to 90 days.
Wow.
So now they're coming out, and then I did follow up with some of these agents, and they have 4 to 5 offers on the table. So it's starting to get busy. And so a lot of, I do encourage other agents to host an open house. It's a good way to pick up new clients.
Definitely. You got to find your market. You got to create your market, because if you sit and wait for something to fall in your lap, you're going to come up short. Yeah. And I noticed that you're not waiting for anything to happen. You're making things happen. So a lot of agents don't do that. And then that's actually a good mindset to have, because I'm a firm believer in how you do one thing is how you do everything. Yeah. And if you are lazy, you're going to get lazy results. So you're going to get back what you put in. So if you go all in with good energy, good mindset, and discipline, I always say discipline is before motivation. You will always come out ahead. So good job on that, because you started the year off with a couple of listings, and I know you got some more to come. So that's good. What about your office? How's the energy in your office right now?
Wow. So I was out in the office yesterday, and there's a lot of agents. So I know I'm not the only one picking up new business. I know a lot of agents are starting to pick up, some new business. The office was full. We had a full house yesterday. Yes. We normally just have full house when there's meetings or trainings. We have all the agents coming over to the office. But yesterday, people were active. Yeah. They were busy. There was clients coming in and out. Appointments. Yes. So it's starting to definitely pick up.
Nice. Yeah, I was there yesterday, and I saw a lot of movement, a lot of traffic. Agents working together. If you guys are out there and you feel like you need help, then you need to partner up with an agent, because with another agent to help you. I know that's what you do. You partner up with this mysterious woman that's around here. You partner up with her, and you guys actually make a good team.
Yeah.
At the open house, you guys, we recorded some content, we did some stuff. So, what do you think about that, partnering up with somebody?
It is very important to, work with, a team.
Right.
To have a team and to have a good support system. I believe it's part of the, part of a way to thrive in this business.
Right.
I'm partnering up with Elizabeth. She is also within Realty One Group West, and we have some open houses coming up, and
Boom.
we're gonna door knock. We're gonna distribute flyers. We're gonna we're gonna get out
videos.
there. Yeah, make videos.
Let's go.
She's the social media queen.
Yep.
But
all over TikTok.
Oh, she is all
From hair trials to makeup trials to everything, but that's what you got to do. You got to expand your brand.
Absolutely.
You have to expand your brand. You can't just, float under one umbrella. Mm-hmm. You have to have multiple umbrellas where multiple hats. You got to get
creative.
You have to do that.
You got to
you got to be creative. So, and then let's see, what else? Tell me more about what you got going this weekend. What do you got going this weekend?
Well, this weekend we are hosting an open house. Of course, Jesse is going to be there.
That's what I was going with
this. He is, let me just tell you guys something about Jesse. I love how Jesse is always making himself available. He is ready to just tackle on a task. He is, very supportive, helpful, and always finding, creative ways to help my business, which I absolutely love. And this is a reason why I decided to partner up with you, Jesse. Thank you for always making yourself available.
Oh, man.
Always answering his phone.
I might have to wipe these tears right now. I'm just kidding.
Always answering his phone. And, I feel like that's something I didn't get out of a lot of lenders in my past experiences. And that's definitely something that makes you stand out. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that.
And right now, I just want to tell everybody, even you guys, or you girls, I should say, that right now we just landed a new investor that probably has the lowest rates out there. So right now, that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about when we're out there that we truly do have the lowest rates right now out there, and we are not turning down anybody that wants to get into a home. We have a loan program for every scenario. We have creative financing, low interest rates, hard to prove income, a lot of product that we have, a lot of people don't have. Right. And the good thing is that we're underwriting in-house.
Right.
So, and that was as of yesterday. We just had a conference call on it this morning. So now we're ready to the takeover is going to be the new hashtag besides lines only.
Love it.
Yeah. So no, thank you, Yaely, for acknowledging that. I appreciate that. Not too many people will get out there and really give anybody flowers. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. So Yaely, so 2024 is gone.
Right.
And it flew by like crazy. I can't believe that we're already halfway through January, it seems like. What are your goals for this year? What do you plan on doing this year for not only your personal development and growth, but, to kill the market? What are you doing?
Right. Well, let me just start off by saying that 2024 was such a complicated year for my business. And, I did have some bumps on the road that I was faced with, but, we didn't stop. We continued to work and develop strategies, to gain our clientele and build our pipeline for the new year.
Right.
And it was a very challenging year. But, and a lot of, business owners know how hard it is to, stay motivated.
Of course.
Especially when there's nobody behind you, nagging you, and, you're creating your own schedule. It does become hard, and as a single parent, a single mom of 3 kids, trying to stay afloat and, being a mom, being a parent, it gets very, very hard, Jesse. I know it's not easy. It was a challenging year, definitely. And, but lucky for me, again, we go back to, having a good support system, a good team.
Right. Support system is a key word.
Right. We motivate each other, to stay active, to remain active, and keep each other accountable for, what we do. So I have a very good partner, lender and both real
Let's
estate
go.
agent, my friend Liz, who I work with closely. And I am very excited for our 2025. We are both going to kill it. I am sure we're starting off the year strong. We're making appointments. We're going to be out in the field. We're available on the weekends. So, we're always on, answering our phone calls. So if anyone is ever, interested in working with us, contact us. We have a great team.
So what systems in place do you have to try to generate more listings and more business? What systems in place do you have?
Well, Liz and I we talked about, being available on the weekends, showing properties, hosting open houses, making those phone calls. And of course, we're going to market our new listings coming up.
Keyword market.
Yeah, we're going to market, the hell out of these listings and door knock and go strong and, try to gain more clients out of there.
So when you door knock, when you're door knocking, you're not only getting your steps in, but what do you think the objective is when you're door knocking? Are you what are you trying to gain from door knocking?
We're trying to, of course, gain new listings. Possible new people wanting to list their properties. Hopefully, our listing in the area encourages them to sell. And hopefully we sell at highest and best.
There you go.
So hopefully that encourages new people and new sellers.
Yeah, door knocking is a good tool to use, especially when there's a sale down the street, or like, let's say the next door neighbor just sold their house. A lot of people don't understand that when there's a sale next door, that's actually pretty good because that could increase the value of their house.
Right.
That could increase the value of the whole neighborhood. One house that you sell, and that's actually good because you can tell them, hey, listen, I just sold the house down the street.
Yeah.
And this is what I got for it.
Yeah.
Help me help you.
Right.
Let me sell your house, or let me help you buy. And if I sell your house, I'll sell it at the top value or top price. So that does help out a lot. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It also gives people within the community or neighborhood to, an opportunity to pick their neighbors.
There you go.
That's another approach we use. Hey, we have a house on the market. Pick your neighbor.
Right.
A lot of the people have family and they're not aware that the house is up for sale. So
Right.
it also, we gain clients out of there.
There you go.
Possible clients out of there, buyers.
Yes,
So, yeah,
I like that. They may not be ready to sell, but maybe they know somebody that does.
Exactly. Or
That
maybe they
is
want
ready.
a family member close by.
That's right. So door knocking, one of the old school techniques in this industry that a lot of people don't like to do. They think that it's going to fall in their lap, but door knocking is one of the basic fundamentals of this industry. Door
Right.
knock.
Door knock.
Make some flyers. Have a nice smile like Yaely. Good attitude like Yaely. So I know when I talk to people, attitude is everything.
Absolutely.
If you don't have a great attitude or you say something that doesn't capture their attention, and that's the same thing with your social media branding. If you don't say something right the first 3 seconds, they're going to keep scrolling. And if you don't say anything right when you're in front of their face, they're going to shut the door on you.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's it, so.
I also want to add, stay active and talk to everyone. Wherever you go, hand out your business cards.
Now you're talking.
It doesn't
now you're
matter.
talking
It
my
doesn't matter
language.
where you're at.
Yes.
You're at the grocery store, you're at a bar, you're at a
Yes.
restaurant. Make sure
Card.
you hand out some business cards.
Let's
Let
go.
people know what you're doing. Your business and
Right.
Offer your business. You'll be surprised that actually, Jesse, that listing that I picked up. That manufactured home. I've never listed a manufactured home before. But again, business is business. I'm open for it, big or
Yes.
small, and I am dedicated to, providing the best, what is it called? Service. Providing the best service to all my clients. I picked this listing up at a restaurant bar.
Wow.
And, it was, you never know. You never know. You
never
got to
know.
make yourself available at all times,
I always say, like, when I'm at the grocery store or something, I'm always listening to people's conversation, and if it's interesting, I'll jump in, and then I'll try to turn it into a real estate conversation.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, let's see if I can get a lead out of here. You know what I mean? It works here and there, but I think that's the mindset, is to make sure that you're talking about your business because you are the brand.
Right.
You are a walking company. You are the walking business.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep your doors open.
Right.
The one way to keep your doors open is to start conversation.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. Exactly. 100%.
So, well, there you have it. We're done. Lions Talk happening now with Yaely. I am the Mortgage Line 824. Yaely, how can people follow you?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for having me. You can reach me at my Instagram as Zurita_Yaely. Follow me.
On Instagram. So that's it for today. Lions Talk. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're out of here. Boom. Let's go.